Tesla vehicles aren't known for having the toughest paint, and in today's video I want to share with you a fairly straightforward process where you can correct any chips in your Tesla's paint that might occur from road debris. So in today's video I am going to be using Tesla's paint repair kit, and I'll walk you through the process and how I use the different products that come with this, as well as some additional products in order to get the best results in paint correction. Before we get started though, and just to establish a little bit of credibility, I do have a little bit of experience with bodywork and paint, and all of this basically stems from my first car that I owned, which was a Ford Ranger. It had some rust spots on the door sills, so I was able to correct those, grinding them down, sanding, priming, and painting, and sort of correcting all of the damage that was resulting basically from rust. So that experience is mainly what I'm going to be drawing from today and giving you my tips, and then just the general process and how we can correct the paint on Tesla vehicles. So almost everything that you need will come in the Tesla paint repair kit. So it does come with a microfiber cloth, a blending towel, also a glove, and then the paint, as well as a blending solution and 2 different styles of brushes. And in addition to everything that comes with the actual paint repair kit, I also used a product. This is a degreaser, so it's Guyon quartz, it's Q2M prep. And this is something that I talked about in a previous video where I was looking at ceramic coating my Tesla. But all this does is it removes any chemicals or grease products that are currently on the body of the car, because you do want a really clean surface anytime that you're going to be painting and correcting the paint. So step 1 in today's process is surface prep. So I took the car to a car wash initially, and then I also thoroughly cleaned the area with the Q2M prep. And this just makes sure that any grease, chemicals, or soaps or any other automotive cleaning products that still could be on the surface are going to be removed, and we have a nice clean area to work with when we're applying the paint. So like most other bodywork processes, surface prep is really critical, so you want to be really thorough and make sure that you're cleaning the area that you're going to be working in. So the next step is going to be the application phase, and just as an aside before we get into that, it's important that you order the correct paint, and you want to match that with the paint code, which is going to be located on the sticker on the pillar behind the driver's side door. But in order to apply, first step is we want to make sure we're shaking the paint can well. When I opened it out of the box, the paint had probably been sitting around for a while, so it was fairly separated. There is a ball bearing though inside the paint jar, so as long as you shake that thoroughly, that'll ensure a nice mix. The kit does come with 2 separate brushes. One is much finer than the other one, and I ended up using the finer brush for this process only because the area that I was painting is fairly small, and the chip is on the lower portion of the rocker panel on the driver's side of the car. So in this case, what you're basically going to do is you're going to take a small dab of paint and put it next to the spot where the chip is. And in this case, because I had gravity on my side, I put the paint droplet above the chip so that gravity would pull the paint down. Once you've applied the paint to the surface, then you can use the red squeegee, which comes with the kit, to basically draw the paint across the surface of the chip and ensure a nice even coat. It's important that you don't leave a lot of excess around the chipped area, but if there is a little bit, that's okay, because the next step will clean that area up. Drying time is going to vary depending on what type of climate you're applying the paint in, but in general, a few minutes should be sufficient according to the directions in the paint repair kit to move on to the next step. So the next step is going to be removing any excess paint around the chipped area, and this is going to use the second bottle which comes with the paint repair kit, which is the blending solution. So you'll apply the blending solution to the wiping cloth, which comes with the repair kit, and then it's critical that you don't take the cloth directly over the spot that you just painted, and basically you just want to wipe around the edges of the chipped area. And the directions specify that you're not really supposed to apply a lot of pressure at this point. You just want to let the chemical do the work. So basically you're wiping all around the edges of the chipped area that you just painted, just to ensure that any excess paint is removed and the paint that you just did apply is nicely blended with the surrounding area. After this is done, you can then use the supplied microfiber towel to buff the area to a nice shine. So this is going to be the whole process from start to finish. Now I did have to repeat these steps probably 4 or 5 times until I was satisfied with the results. And in the end, you can still see that the chip is somewhat visible. However, paint has now covered up the entire area, so it's nicely sealed and it's not going to lead to any rust or further spread down the road. And really that's all I was going for. Now, in addition to the products that come with the paint repair kit, you might want to get some automotive compound, which you can use after the paint is dried, just to further smooth the area and make it blend a little bit better with the surrounding paint. But overall, I was fairly happy with how this whole process turned out. The paint repair kit still has plenty of paint left in it, so if I do have any chips down the road, I'll be able to use that again in order to correct them. Overall, it wasn't a perfect repair. You definitely can still see the chip if you're looking close for it and you know where to look, but at a distance, you're not going to notice it. If you have any questions about the process or the products that I use, make sure you let me know in the comments down below. And if you found this video useful, make sure you hit the like button so others have an easier time finding it. If you're interested in seeing more videos on bodywork with the Tesla Model 3, you can check out my do-it-yourself ceramic coating video, which I'll link at the end of this video. But as always, thank you so much for watching Kilowatt Auto, and I'll see you in the next one.